Hello again, and welcome to Behind the Lens, video style. This makes number 7, and we appreciate you joining us for your quick 6-minute fix on this Friday. It's good to be back. I appreciate everybody once again joining us this week. I've got 3 topics. Let's roll. Got a big one tonight. Got a big one. People coming in. Fan base continues to grow. We appreciate the college coaches taking a look at all the emails we sent out of our kids, and keep joining us. We plan on going a good bit of the way further through this train ride of this year's season. Here we go. Today's sports section says ground game keys for the Blaze and the Patriots. That's tonight. We'll talk about that in a minute. Let's get to our first topic. Our first topic, confidence. How do you get it? Are you born with it? Do you just have it? Well, it brings me to a great discussion with you. Confidence is something that you do when you act. When you get up and you start to do something. That's how you build confidence. And a great example was last night. Zach Collaros, backup quarterback for Cincinnati. He's sitting there on the sidelines. A ton of scouts was there last night to see the starting quarterback. He goes out, bust up his wrist a little bit, can't play the game. They tell him, Zach Collaros at halftime, hey, you may have to go in and play the second half. He said, okay. So he goes in, and on third play of the game, he busts one, goes right down the field, and goes into the end zone. Later on, if you followed up with the interview, he said, I felt confident. Yes, he did. He had won over like 30-some-odd games, they said, earlier in the night. He just went out there and played his game. Why? Because he believed in himself. He believed in himself. Which relates to even my mom and dad and kind of where I get my confidence. How do you get your confidence to even come out here and do what I do and enjoy it? Well, the first time I came out here, I was pretty nervous. I got to give a lot of, or say a lot, because it was just unbelievable the first time I came out here. But the more I come out here and the more I enjoy myself and talking to you, I look forward to it. I'm not nervous at all. I don't worry about it. It's just me and you just talking a little bit about football and a whole lot about life. Mom and Dad, they gave me some of that confidence. My mother, she started a business in 1976, still going today. She's 72, 71, banging around, still doing her business. My dad, he's done many things. And a lot of times he probably didn't know what he was doing when he got into it. But he went ahead and started, figured it out along the way. And sometimes that's kind of what you got to do. There's probably a lot of kids over there in that school. They're probably thinking, man, I wish I'd have played football this year. I could do that. But the first thing they got to do is act. They got to get up and do it. Now, if you're a senior, that's going to be a little rough. You may have to find something else to quench your thirst. But if you're a junior and you're thinking about it for next year, why not start now? Why not get in there? You may not know anything about it. But if you don't try, you'll never build any confidence. But don't try to tie confidence to the accomplishment of doing something. You're only going to ruin yourself. Like if you say to yourself, if I don't catch this pass, then I'm not going to be successful. That's not true. That's not true at all. You are successful because you're in the act of doing. You'll find yourself building more and more confidence, and you'll find yourself getting better if you just keep working at it. Take that for note. Put that away and work on your confidence. You'll find yourself getting better. Let's move on to my next topic. We'll jump out of the newspaper and jump into something else. Sit that down right there. Get me a sip of coffee. My wife picked me up a book here just recently, and I wanted to read it, and I love listening to this announcer. His name's Eli Gold. If you don't know who Eli Gold is, I'm getting ready to tell you. The first thing, if you don't know who he is, he's a very determined man, which brings me to topic number 2. This book demonstrates determination in its best. And it demonstrates confidence, and that's how my two topics kind of tie together today. Eli Gold didn't know a thing about announcing when he started. How did he get into it? Well, he worked at Madison Square Garden selling peanuts. And you say, how in the world does working at Madison Square Gardens get you to announce it? Well, he wanted to get closer to the sport. He did anything he could to learn about sports and sports announcing. He went to a lot of events. His friends were watching the game. He wasn't watching the game. He was watching the press box and what they were doing and the pieces of paper and the announcer and how he was controlling the game. And he wanted to be that person. Did you know when Eli Gold called his first motor NASCAR race? He'd never done it. He actually called hockey for many, many years. He sent a tape to Jack Arute and told him that he knew how to call NASCAR, but he'd never done it. But Jack Arute heard him calling that hockey game, and he thought to himself, this guy can do it. We'll give you a shot and see how you work. Eli grabbed the mic, and he's still doing many events. He's actually the voice of the Alabama Crimson Tide. He didn't go to college. He actually cut his teeth on the street, but he had determination. He didn't really know where he was going, and he tells you that in every page of this book, and that's the reason why it's so good. I'm halfway through it, but I've enjoyed it, and I appreciate my wife getting it for me. So how it ties to football, you may not know where you're going, but just get in it. You'll feel your way out. You'll figure it out. And if you keep trying, you'll just figure out you're getting a lot better at it. You just got to keep trying. Well, tonight is a big night. We take on Tommy McDaniel's Oakland Patriots. That kickoff will be at 7:30 right here at the Inferno. We're probably going to have a couple of special guests with us tonight. Ran into Rod Wilkes yesterday, and I think he was going down to see Sonny Gray throw the baseball in the black and gold game for Vanderbilt. Hope Sonny joins us tonight. Be good to see the fellas, talk with them a little bit about what's going on in their life, and just share a few old laughs and start some new ones. Well, with all that, you take care out there. God bless. And from a man who truly delivers, and if you see us at the game, give us a shout. We'll see you next week.